Can you please elaborate on how IT solutions are developed and what skill sets are required for the same?
Okay, this is a really good question. Mostly, this is all revolving around software engineering. There are various models, or different companies or different people believe in different models for developing IT solutions. It all starts with identifying a particular customer who needs a particular solution. So, first of all, there is a customer who needs a solution, and then the customer writes out his requirements, that is what solutions he need, in something called an RFP. Okay, so this is a documentation which says these are the things I need. Okay, so or it can also be called a functional specification document, in which we try and capture what are all the functional aspects of the solution which needs to be developed. So typically, here again, it's not a system architect who is first writing an FSD. He is more of a domain expert who writes out what are the functionally the customer or the person who wants to make a solution is looking for. So functional specification document tells us exactly what are the functional specifications one is needing towards the solution. Once that is created, then one goes and creates a design document. So second step is the design document, where architecturally you say, okay, you need this particular solution. That is, you need somebody to capture this information, store it for this much time in your database, and give an output after doing this kind of manipulation. So you say that this can be done by, maybe the data will be captured using handhelds, will be captured using computers which are large computers sitting on a desk somewhere by somebody, or it would come from even handhelds that every individual who is passing by would give you some kind of an entry. So once this data comes to me, I would prefer to store it, since the data is not very large, or it is large yet it can be managed within an open source kind of a thing, so I can put a MySQL kind of a database. Or you say it's really large and I need Oracle kind of a database or MS SQL kind of a database. So depending on the requirement of capturing of the input, depending on the kind of storage which is required, and depending on the processing which is required, you decide on the technologies which we need to work with. So are we going to use Linux and PHP kind of a thing, or are we going to use some other rapid development tool like like Zend, or Zend is also a PHP thing, but there are a lot of these rapid development tools which are available out there. Like Ruby on Rails, that's what I was trying to think of. So Ruby on Rails is another rapid development tool which you can use, or you can use some frameworks like Joomla, Drupal, or you can go to simple Java based things. So once you understand what is the technology you're going to use, what is the solutioning you need to do, then you go to the development phase. So the final phase is actually developing it, and while developing it, you do the testing. After the development and basic testing, the technical level testing is done, then somebody decides on how to deploy it. So there's a deployment documentation, there is the hardware. Of course, all these are also thought out in the earlier stages, but I'm now telling you how you go for a deployment. So when you go for a deployment, you say that I need this kind of a hardware, I need this kind of a bandwidth, I need this kind of a thing to test it, and these are all the test cases which I need to test it with the customer so that the product is developed completely. So it is tested and then probably released, and again in the release phase you may want to pilot it out. So depending on the customer, you may start with some 10, 20 customers or 100 customers, and then keep on adding more customers. Locationally you can add, or however. So you would eventually roll it out in a particular fashion. So you plan out the rollout plan. So this is how the entire project is visualized, conceptualized, completed and delivered.